Hello everybody and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and in today's video I want to talk about 2.2 and why I'm not excited for it, because there's really only one thing that makes me excited for it. Before we get into this video, could you guys please subscribe? It would really help me out a lot. We're one sub away from 140, and that just even it out, man. Just do it. We just even it out like for a couple days, and then you can unsubscribe later when we pass it. That you just gotta do it. Please do it. So basically, the main reason I'm not excited for it is because it introduces no new characters. Whereas we get like an update and it's like we at least get one like character and like a story quest. But as I can tell right now, there is no story quest coming in 2.2. So there's no story quest like a continuation for even Hu Tao or Childe, which is like, I don't like the fact that they're giving Childe a third rerun before characters that haven't even gotten a rerun are done. Like, Albedo should be in that spot, and then we could flip it into, what? It would be Ganyu and Zhao. I just don't feel like there was any reason for them to make a double rerun update. Like, these are some of the least fun updates to ever play in, because there's nothing to do in them. I think the last time I didn't want to play Genshin Impact was right after when a 2 rerun update came, when it was Venti, Zhongli, and Childe's rerun time. So yeah, that's around that time that I stopped playing. I don't think I'm gonna stop playing now, but I have a feeling that a lot of people are gonna be dissatisfied with 2.3, because what I see from it is the only redeeming quality being that the fact that we're getting an Inazuma Island, which we should have gotten last time, but they can't let us have an actual, like, I get that Inazuma, like, maybe there was a couple bugs with this island, I'm assuming it's here, with this island, and, they had to keep it back. But I will say, I feel like 2.2 is definitely gonna have one of the better events in the game. I think it's this dungeon event. It's like, oh yeah, pick these talismans. It's like Theater Mechanicus combined with like the event that I said was like, oh yeah, this is like the best event in the game. You switch parties all the time. It's super fun. You get trial characters. That's an event that I would love there to be more of, like. But then I feel like it's also going to have one of the worst events in the game, which I'm not even sure. I can't tell if this event is part of it, but like, this event, they were talking about this research thing, and it was like, oh, well, yeah, you got to do research on your opponent, and then you can fight him. And that seems so tedious, and that I don't feel like anybody is going to be willing enough to do this event. They must have like great rewards. Like, I'm talking a crown. By the way, they've done a great job at providing crowns like throughout the 2.0 and 2.1 updates. They have done an amazing job, because this update we got a crown. I feel like every update we need a crown, at least one. 2.0 we got like 3. It was amazing. This is so good, because so many of us were like, oh, well, we gotta save our crowns, we don't know when we're gonna get them. And I believe it was like a couple months ago, we only had like 5 or 6. And then I've spent, how many? So this is 11 crowns that we've had. And I know that we've gotten a lot from Inazuma because of the Sakura Tree. And we had an event last update that gave us a crown, and then we had an event this update that gave us a crown. So we had Thunder Sojin, or whatever it's called, in 2.0, and then this update we've had this event that gave us a crown. They've done a great job at giving us these crowns lately. And then also we had a couple from leveling up the Sakura Tree this update also. So the way that they're handling the crowns now is so much better. They are definitely being way more generous than they were at the beginning of the game with like rare resources. Which the crown doesn't matter that much, truly. It doesn't. But if we're looking at compared to beginning of the game, where they definitely were like, oh wow, like that we had a resin event where we had to use resin to get books. That I feel like this game, in terms of events, it's getting way better. But in terms of characters, we're starting to see a decline in the way that they are connecting with the, like, they're focused on events, and I feel like that's why we're getting these crappy characters, because they've put more, like, people on creating the events to make them as fun as possible, which they've done a great job at doing. The first part, the story part of this event was awful. I hated it. And this part of the event, like these 3 quests, I hated them too. Like, there was nothing in there for me. But this was amazing. I loved it. This was amazing. I loved it because you could literally get to 90% and then be like searching for hours. But then all you had to do was go ask this lady. I feel like this event, this new event, it could be good if they limit the time that you need to research and stuff. But they can also make a pretty bad event, Phantom Flow wasn't bad. What was it? The fishing event. Yeah, that one. That was awful. But that was because it was fishing. And, you know, people want to fish, but, like, they don't want to fish, if you know. Because, man, I'm not farming for the catch. I get that it's a weapon that is, like, really good and will help out a lot of people. But, oh, no. I'm good. I'm never farming for this. So yeah, the fishing was awful, but that was more of a game mechanic rather than, like, the actual event. So I feel like this event has the potential to be good, but the way that they've layered it out, it seems like it's going to be really boring and annoying. I like the events so far. I feel like there is still hope for them to be good in events. But as I was saying, as characters, we have the worst 5-star in the game. Like, I don't care. Chi-Chi is worse, probably. But still, this is a limited character. I will always call her the worst because she's a limited character. And it's, like, debatable whether the worst, the actual worst 5-star is, like, guaranteed this is the worst 5-star. But it's debatable whether she's worse than Chi-Chi. If this is a limited character and it's debatable whether she's worse than Chi-Chi, then she's the worst. Like, I don't care the amount of stuff. You could get Chi-Chi anytime. Chi-Chi's the girl that ruins your pity. Kokomi is just a limited character that you have to actually try and get. And Ball, who came out this update also, she relies on every other character, and she can't even get as good as Yoimiya's damage. And then Yoimiya, everyone says she's crap because her damage is less optimal than Hu Tao. She's 50% less than Hu Tao. Her damage is good, but Ball's damage is even worse than Yoimiya's, and people were complaining about it, but then people were also defending it. The same people that said Yoimiya's damage was bad. All right, so I don't care. And Ball's energy recharge, I don't care. It's not enough. Like, she needs to recharge everybody's burst completely, no matter what. Like, just as soon as she activates her burst, everybody else's burst is up. Yoimiya, she's worse than Hu Tao. Like, a limited character being worse than another limited character, they have almost the exact same, like, they're almost the exact same character. Because basic attacks, you press your E skill and your basic attacks get converted to Pyro, and they do a lot more damage. But the problem with Yoimiya is her burst is not good. Like, it's not good. I only use this because she's versatile and her burst does like 12k damage. Whereas Hu Tao does like 100k damage and she does more damage on normal attacks. Like, we had a formula for like good characters with Hu Tao. And then I guess you could say Ganyu, which would just be higher multipliers. I can't really say anything to defend Yoimiya when comparing her to Hu Tao. Hu Tao's just better. And then we have Ayaka. Her sprint is annoying if you're trying to use her as main DPS. Not only is it annoying, because you can't really dodge, but it's also annoying because you have to sprint every 5 seconds in order to actually get her cryo damage bonus. Isn't that fun? Sprint every 5 seconds even when you don't need to. And she's a great support though, like really great support. And before that we had Kazuhu, which is one of the best characters in the game now. I don't know what crack they're smoking when they came to Inazuma. There's no real reason why they're making all the Inazuma characters not as good. I feel like after Kokomi though, we're gonna see an Inazuma character that is insanely good. Not even Inazuma character, just the next character that's new. I feel like they might have even, well, I wouldn't say they planned it because this was kind of already planned, I'm gonna be honest. There's kind of leaked that Child and Hu Tao were getting their reruns, but I'm not gonna talk about that. So yeah, that was leaked beforehand. I mean, I personally think we need, like, it really, like, in order to compensate for Kokomi, the next 5-star that we get that's new might literally be the best character in the game. And we're all gonna summon for Hu Tao and Ganyu because they're gonna come out before him or her. And it's just, we're all just gonna be like, what? Seriously? Yeah, the way that 2.2 feels like I'm not going to really enjoy it, because until I get Hu Tao, or until I try and summon Hu Tao, I don't feel like I'm really gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be really funny if Hu Tao's banner, I fail the 50-50 and I get Mona, because I'm gonna mention this every single time I can. Mona and Bennett are the only two base game characters I don't have. So if I get Mona before, that means I've gone a year plus without getting Bennett at all, and I've gotten all the standard banner 5-stars before him. Just because he's a secret 6-star does not mean he has to have lower rates, Mihoyo. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.